Hey guys, and welcome to page 5. Yes, page 5. See, what happened last week is I kind of forgot how to count. And I went 4, 6, 7, which probably made sense at the time. Either way, this is page 5 and it's titled After Modeling. And no, not that modeling being beautiful or clay modeling. This is more modeling of the human mind. Hopefully you guys have picked up that I kind of like modeling. I don't know how in depth I've actually touched on it in the past, but modeling is where you look at someone that's doing what you want to do and you model them. Now, not copying, like how do you do that? Oh, you push that and that. Easy. No, modeling is the modeling of the internal processes. You take that person's belief system, how they actually do things inside their brain, and then you try and take what we call the meta model, which is how they see the world. Because if you could see the world the way they did, then doing what they're doing is a lot easier, if that makes sense. It's sort of like copying, but on a much deeper level. And yes, you should always tell someone you're modeling them and ask to get their permission, otherwise it's a bit intrusive. But in saying that, you couldn't truly model someone without their help. So find some friends that have a much higher skill set than you, hang around with them, and they will help you grow as a person, and they'll also help grow your skill set, so that way you're constantly getting better. Now, page 5, which is about after modeling, is sort of like a suggestion or a message to just remind you that if you do hang around people that are much better than you, not only will you get better at what you're trying to achieve yourself, but it's also a way of getting a sneak peek at what you're going to be capable of doing, because someone that's already at a level that you're trying to achieve, and you can actually see that and they're real, and oh, there's actually a method to their success, you can then say, wow, if I do this, this and this, that could be me. Now, this is all well and good, but you've also got to realize that at some stage you need to actually take time out and go hang around with some different people that aren't as high a skill set as the people you've been modeling, because that will actually remind you of how much you've actually grown. See, if you only hang around people with a higher skill set than you, chances are they are getting better and better each day themselves. So it's like the finish line is constantly moving and moving. And it's all good sometimes when you're running and that finish line, running action, and the finish line keeps moving. Eventually you think, oh, I haven't achieved anything. But by actually hanging around people that are at a lower skill set, or at the skill set that you were at when you started, you've now got a reference point. You've got something to look at and say, wow, I have actually grown or evolved or learned so much in the past insert time frame here. And then you like, wow, it's like if you were, let's use the marathon metaphor again. If you're running your marathon and the finish line is always moving forward, and it feels like it's going on forever, it's good to catch your breath and just have a quick look over your shoulder and see how far you've actually come. So by hanging around people that aren't in that high skill set group, you get to see that. The reason I actually brought up this topic is I was at dinner last night at an amazing Italian restaurant with a French waiter, and one of the guys there started talking about business, and he's quite the entrepreneurial kind, and he's like, ooh, yeah, and business and this, and then he mentioned the word McDonald's, and then Mr. Think before you speak, no, let's just speak, Clint came along, and he blurts out, oh my god, I love McDonald's, they're one of the biggest real estate businesses in the world. Everyone stopped, looked at me, and this dude, not very happy, because that's kind of the point that he was building up to, and I stole his thunder. No, it's not my fault. Unfortunately, I grew up assuming that everyone knew that, because I learned that at a young age, surrounding people that do business, and they taught that from me. Now, the biggest issue with always hanging around people with a much higher skill set is you start to assume that the knowledge that you guys share is common knowledge. And in that case, what's the point of sharing if everybody knows? But last night actually taught me that, hey, some people don't know what you know, and you don't know that they don't know the information until you actually mention it. So yes, I apologize to the dude for stealing his thunder. It wasn't on purpose, but a bit of a reframe there in case you guys didn't know. Yes, McDonald's is not in the fast food industry, they're in the real estate industry. Think about it. Were you like, wow, I was the first time I realized that, because I was like, McDonald's in the hamburger industry. No. So the message from page 5 is balance. I'm terrible at balance, but I preach it all the time, so hopefully I can take a page from this book as well. Balance is good. Hang around the higher skill set people so you can grow and evolve, and then hang around the lower skill set so you can see how far you've come, and you can also start helping them get to their higher skill set. And I do apologize for using terms like high and low skill set. I don't like labeling people, but it's so I can get my message across, if you know what I mean. Cool, so that's page 5, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Have a fantastic week. And remember, it doesn't matter how slowly you move forward. What matters is that you don't move backwards, or worse, stop moving altogether. So thank you. You guys stay awesome, and I will see you next week. So can I spin on the chair with my cord? Whee! Oh God, oh, microphone malfunction. No, just tangled up in digital equipment. I hope this mic was actually positioned decently. Bangarang.